What up, what up, what up, New York Giant Nation? It's your boy, Mac the Giants fan, back with the Week 12 edition of After Further Review. Let's get right to it, man. Look, today, Week 12, it's unfortunate that 2023 season, the way it's been going for the New York football Giants, it's quite unfortunate that it took 12 weeks for this team to play a game that I can truly say made me proud as a New York Giant fan today. But I did. This New York Giant team, man, today they went out there, put together their most complete performance of the year on both sides of the football. Played their best game defensively, played their best game offensively. Hell, played their best game offensively by a long shot. I mean, it was a complete performance, a total team win finally. It wasn't one side of the ball or the other necessarily. Even though the defense played a tremendous game today, the offense did its part as well, putting up points on the board. The defense with the big exclamation point to seal the deal with the pick six was just deservedly so because the defense did play out of its mind and they gave this offense a lot of opportunities and the offense was actually cashing in today on those opportunities. Man, six big forced turnovers for this defense, man. Six. I mean, okay, five for the defense, one for special teams. Either way, six turnovers in this game. And it was just great to see the New York Giants look like a competent football team, if only for 1 week. We don't know how this is going to pan out the rest of the way, but at the end of the day, this New York Giants team looked the way we really wanted to see them look all season long. This is even a significant upgrade from when they played the Washington Commanders back at MetLife a few weeks ago. It was just a way better effort out there. I mean, this team came and got after it. This Washington Commanders team, people were going to try to downplay it again and say it was just the Washington Commanders. They're a bad team. They're this, that, and the other. This Washington Commanders team has been putting up points pretty much all season long. This offense has been legitimate. Has been a really good offense. Sam Howell has been ascending this offense over the last few weeks. He's had tremendous games, even in losing efforts for this Washington Commanders team. Very close competitive losses, and Sam Howell has looked really really good. But today he once again looked like a mere mortal against this New York Giant defense, who just got after it all day long. Man, just the turnovers. It was just beautiful to see. Beautiful to see. Now we flip the script and go to the offensive side of the ball for the New York Giants, and there were still some ineptitudes. Let's face it. Let's keep it real. I mean, yeah, we scored. New York Giants scored 31 points. 24 of those points were offensively. But let's face it, man. This team has its ineptitudes offensively still. Because honestly, with the way the New York Giants defense turned this Commander team over today, a good team would have probably threw up 40 points plus points easily on this Commander team today if it was a good team offensively. But New York Giants still had their struggles. I'm not going to just get carried away with the victory. A big time division win, and I'm still proud of my boys. And you go out there with Tommy DeVito, undrafted free agent, rookie quarterback, and he made some things happen. So look, kid played good. He played solid, all things considering. Given his situation, he really went out there and played good. I'm proud of Tommy DeVito today. He showed me a little something. He showed me that he maybe does at the very least, belong in this league in some capacity. I'm still not going to get on that. He's the quarterback of the future or no craziness like that. I just don't. I'm not prepared to start seeing those things popping up all over social media all week. That the Giants can go and do this, that, and the other in the draft. They got their quarterback of the future. New York Giants still absolutely, in my opinion, need to go out and attack the draft in April and get a quarterback, man, and get one of those guys. Because I think this team will still be probably finishing with a record that'll keep them in the top five of the draft. I'm not a part of this tank for draft pick stuff. I'm just not with that. I can't. As a fan, I want to see my team win football games. A draft pick does not guarantee you anything. It is not an exact science. All it is prospects that are ranked, and you go after the best ones. Sure, I get that aspect, but it's not an exact science. Some of these guys, as a matter of fact, a lot of these guys bust out. It just is what it is. You can even go as recent as last year's draft. Let's take it there since it was the most recent draft class. if we want to take the two best rookies, if the two best rookies in last year's draft class, neither one of them were number one overall picks. One was number two overall pick. C.J. Stroud obviously was number two overall pick. But then you want to go offensively anyway. The next best offensive rookie from last year's draft class was a fifth round draft pick. So you're looking at your two best offensive rookies from last year's draft class. One was number two overall pick in C.J. Stroud. He's doing great things for the Houston Texans. And then you got Puka Nacua over in the Rams, wide receiver, who's a fifth round draft pick. And those are easily your two best offensive rookies so far from last year's draft class. Like I said, neither one of them were number one overall picks. It's not an exact science. A draft pick doesn't guarantee you anything. I want to win the games in front of me first, and then I worry about with my draft position and who I got an opportunity to get later. Because you get the best person you can get with your draft position, point blank and period. I'm not going to sit there and say I want to lose the rest of the football games so I can have a chance to pick this guy who might be the next great thing in this league, because it's not a guarantee, man. So winning by all means is the first priority. Always want to win. That tanking stuff, that's for the birds, man. I'm way too much of a competitor. Anything I do, I want to win. If I'm taking part in anything, I want to win. I don't care. I worry about everything else afterwards. So this like the whole tanking for a draft pick, man. Look, we'll get. I don't care if we fall down to the number to 8, 9 pick and 9th pick in the draft. I don't care. If we win in football games, I care more about that. I worry about that draft pick, and we'll get the best guy we can get at that position. At the point in time when it comes around to the draft, man, come on, man. Like, what are we talking about here? We want to actually watch our team lose so we can have a higher draft pick to get one of these guys that ain't a guarantee to do anything? Ain't none of them guaranteed to do shit. I mean, look at it right now. You think Carolina wouldn't rather have C.J. Stroud than Bryce Young right now? Sure they would. But they took Bryce Young. Houston took C.J. Stroud. You see what's happening right now. It ain't a guarantee anything. Hell, Bryce Young ain't even the second best rookie quarterback right now, let alone the best. It is what it is. I'm not saying Bryce Young's a bust after 1 year. I would never say that about anybody after just one damn season, but it's just the draft is not an exact science. You got prospects that are ranked, and teams go with go based off of what they think are the best prospects. It's not going to guarantee you a damn thing. You don't know who's truly going to be a good pro until you actually see them be a pro. So, look, this New York Giants football team today, man, went out there and they gave up 9 sacks offensively on the offensive side of the ball. And usually you give up 9 sacks, you're going to lose a football game. Unfortunately for this New York Giants team, the defense created 6 turnovers. But the 9 sacks, let's face it, that just goes, like I was saying, with the ineptitude of this offense and the fact that Tommy DeVito, yeah, he's a good, solid young man, young quarterback. See, they like a good, solid young quarterback today overall for the most part. Taking some nice deep shots down the field. Great. Threw some really nice balls, honestly. He really did with some of his opportunities. But a lot of those sacks, 9 sacks on the day, come on, man. At least 5 of those sacks were not even were on Tommy DeVito. Were sacks that Tommy DeVito, if he was a better quarterback, could have prevented. So let's just keep that in the perspective, everybody, before we go overboard with the Tommy DeVito hype train, man. Look, young man, overall, like I said, given his situation, given where he come from, was impressive. He absolutely was impressive today. He sure was. Given all of that. I mean, overall solid performance. You're going to take the 3 touchdown passes, the yards he had on nearly 300 yards passing. You'll take all of that. Of course, I'll take all of that any day of the week and twice on Sunday, baby. But things need to be still cleaned up on this offense, man. I mean, we're still looking for that legitimate number 1 weapon in the receiving game. You see what Saquon Barkley can do. You get him involved in the passing game a lot more today. and you saw what he can do. Caught the deep touchdown pass early in this game to get the scoring started for the New York Giants. This is what I'm talking about. Offense looked wide open today, and it hasn't looked like this in quite some time. So let's keep it going. I'm all about still piling up as many wins as we can because I want to see the team win. I don't want to see a team like a bunch of losers all season long. With that being said, I don't necessarily believe that this team is good enough to pull out too many more wins still, but I think they got one or two more left in them for real, honestly, if I'm being honest with myself. They got at least one or two more wins, and we'll see what that does for the draft position. I know a lot of people want to hear that. A lot of people aren't happy about that, but it is what it is. Like I said, a draft pick ain't guaranteed anything. So overall, great day at the office for the New York Giants, man. The first great day at the office this season, to be quite honest, because even with their first two wins on the year, the one against Arizona, that was not a complete game. They didn't play. The light didn't come on until the second half in that game, and then the same with the first matchup against Washington. That was an ugly, terrible football game. I mean, that was a terrible football game overall. To be honest, if you watch it from just a fan's perspective, a football fan's perspective, that game was terrible. This game here today, a complete effort for the New York Football Giants. It was absolutely awesome, and it was good to see. And I'm proud to be a New York Giant fan today. And it's probably the first time this season I can legitimately say that and be serious about it, man. Look, I'm happy for the win, no matter what. I'm not thinking about the draft. The draft is in April, okay? The draft is in April. I ain't worried about that. But I'm damn sure not with that losing football games just to get a better draft pick, because a better draft pick, all it does is guarantee you a chance to get one of the higher-ranked prospects. And that's what all they very much are prospects until they prove it in the league. Like I said, Puka Nacua, fifth-round draft pick, is easily the second-best offensive rookie this year. And he was a fifth-round draft pick. So, I mean, it's just nothing exact about that. Every team in the league dropped the ball on Puka Nacua. Every other team in this league did, including the team he's on. They took him to the fifth round to pick him. So, I don't want to hear that tank for a draft pick, because you never know what you're getting in the draft. It's a crapshoot, and you never know who's going to be a great pro. You just hope for the best. So if you like what I had to say, man, definitely hit that like button. That thumbs up for me. Subscribe to the channel, man. And keep ringing that bell so you know when I'm dropping new content. Most definitely, man, really appreciate everything. Appreciate the New York Giants today, and I will be back Wednesday with my guy Adam Casas. We'll see you guys Wednesday for another edition of the Real Deal NFC Roundup. Well, we actually get to talk a little bit more positively about the team we love, the New York Football Giants, for a change. It's your boy, Mac the Giants fan. I'd like to thank you all for listening. If you was feeling this, please take time to subscribe and smack them likes. Feel free to drop a comment and let me know what you think. Don't forget to ring that bell so you know when I'm dropping new content. It's your boy, Mac the Giants fan. You can find me on Twitter, YouTube, and Facebook at Mac the Giants fan. That's MacDa Giants fan.